Hi, I'm Jemma Dudley, Vice President Academic Quality. I'm going to tell you a little bit what I've been doing last term and how you can get involved with my work I'll be doing this term too. Things I'm going to talk to you about today are the course cuts that happened in JMU last term, also the Board of Study work that I'll be doing and how you can get involved in that, and also our feedback campaign and find out if feedback's been improved for you or not. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is JMU course cuts. It was really hard and difficult for students to find out about course cuts happening in JMU. What LSU has been doing is setting up meetings with all programme leaders and deans to talk about how students can feed into these course cuts, find out if they can get, if their quality of their course is going to be maintained. Going to obviously talk about the commitment JMU has offered to those students, and also just ask what's going to be happening next for those courses. We've already set up nearly all of the course cut meetings. I think we have about 2 left to set up this term, so students can ask questions to deans and programme leaders about what's going to happen next for them. A really positive thing out of one of the course closures meetings, we found out the course was really in high demand in Liverpool, and it was one of the only courses offered in Liverpool in that area. So there's been a new course being designed by JMU that's going to be offered to students. It's being designed at the moment, and students are going to feed into that. So the students who are in their programme that's being cut are going to help make that new programme. I think that's a positive thing out of a really difficult situation for those students as well. Next thing I'm going to talk to you about is boards of study. If you don't know what a board of study is, a board of study is usually what a course rep attends. It's where you can feed back any positive or negative aspects of your course to your programme leader. The reason why we're doing some work on boards of study is there's really varied practice across the university. Some boards of study work really well, some really don't, and it's really difficult sometimes for students to really voice those opinions because there's a lot of academic staff there at times, and also it's difficult for academic staff, there's a lot of students as well. So really finding the right balance for those board of studies to get students voicing what they want to say as well. We'll be talking to programme leaders, students, all different people in the university to talk about how boards of study can work better and how they work at the moment, and I'll be doing some work on that, so please get involved. If you've got an opinion about the boards of study you've been before, you really like where yours works in one faculty but you've heard other people's don't work in others, I really want to hear what you're saying, so please email me, look on the website or get in contact with anybody at LSU. They'll be able to direct you in the right to me anyway. Also, our last thing I want to talk to you about is our feedback campaign. Last year LJMU worked with us with our feedback campaign. We produced a paper called 10 Ways LJMU Can Make Feedback Better for Students, and we were able to get that agreed by the university to take objectives 1 to 4 forward. So the objective 1 was feedback should relate to marking criteria. 2 was feedback should get back to students within 3 weeks to inform their next piece of work. 4 was to make sure that students were getting face-to-face feedback on their first piece of work. And did I say 4? 5? Oh, sorry, hang on. Let me get that right again. Sorry, 1 was criteria, relates to criteria. 2 was face-to-face feedback on the first piece of work. 3 was get your feedback back in 3 weeks, and 4 was you know when you're going to get your feedback. So when you're submitting your piece of work and you've got the deadline date, that the lecturers have a date to get your feedback back as well. Sorry, I messed that all up. So basically what we want you to do is tell us about what's been happening in your course. Have you seen improvements in feedback? Have you seen more things happening around feedback? Lecturers talking about it to you as well, or you begin getting face-to-face, one-to-one feedback? We really want to hear the positive things that are going on in courses around feedback, and if it's not happening in your area, then we want to hear from you too to sort out, speak to you why, whether it's happening in a different form, and really getting the best feedback for students. Thank you very much for listening. That's all I'm doing this term, and if you want to get involved, please email me or let me know if you've got anything else education-wise that you want to raise as well. Thanks very much. Bye.